That's all right. We'll get some adjustment going on. But today's broadcast is brought to you by a lazy man who will lay in bed while we're broadcasting this. But not only that, but lazy man's dear Aunt Sandy, who definitely added to this lazy man's happiness today. Here we go. But it's also, wait, there we go. It's not good. I'm telling you, though, really, I'm being silly about it, but because I've been hungry, and like, I've been hangry because of it, you know. So, because, hey, what you tell me? Look in them cupboards. Let me get out of cupboards, Dad. Okay. Let me sit down first. And you can, come here, Emmy. Come here. I'll just fix you up. I think I got it squared away. Yeah, there we go. Here you go, Emmy. There we go. Hey, sweet kid. You been down on top? You been on top? Where's your cupboards? Where's your cupboards? Come on. There you go. There you go. He's smart. He's so smart. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Aunt Sandy, for making my belly full and giving me the happiness, you know, that I to be even broadcast in a positive manner, whatever. That's great, and I'm gonna keep it short. I mean, I wanted to show you guys. I had to look it up, but you know, the key to a good underground base is to use the natural cave formations that are already there and make minimal changes. As a matter of fact, that was all opened, and I covered it up with Create with natural rock, and I'm not finished with this entryway, but before I was going with a kind of a outhouse look. Now I just was trying to make it blend in with the natural kind of surroundings. Obviously, it's going to take a little practice, but that's all right. I'll get her done, and we'll figure it out. But this is the entrance right here, blocked by this big natural tree of some sort. I don't know. Squid tree. I don't know. Anyway, but this is a pretty big cave system, so it goes down quite a ways. And, you know, I just tried to put glass in here so you can keep the floor there, but still have you a ways to walk. Sometimes there's you know, things that want to hurt you that pop up around here, so you know, be careful. I'm gonna finish this walkway here too, and then probably that because there's a little extra stuff back here. This is undeveloped yet, but I do have. There is a huge opening in the ceiling back here, so I just put encased it in glass, essentially. There we go. See, glass floor, glass walls, and so we still have it. Looks like the natural deal out the outside, and you know, this natural light in. And I'll probably develop that later. But this is an interesting thing. We are at the North Pole of this planet. Okay, not only that, but this planet is within 3,000, is right at the edge of the event horizon of a supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy that it's in. That, folks, is something along the lines, I have to look at what it's called again. Yeah, it's escaped me. But it's made up of like several short words, like no and hi, stuff like that. This is where I'm going to develop next because this is the longest path. But anyway, that's like the 35th or 36th dimension or place, not dimension, but galaxy. but it's an alternate, you know, in the storyline. You know, spoiler alert. So this is cool. I haven't really been down here too much to look at it. I drove my vehicles down here just to kind of scout ahead, and I don't see it, so I might have called it back. I'm not really sure. But key to any maze is put your hand on the left wall and keep walking without removing your hand. So follow the left wall. In case you didn't know, I want to educate you. And you know, from doing this, I think that that there are some things that that I'm reminded of. Wow, this is huge. That do not probably get enough credit for how they've developed our psyche as a society. Holy crap. This is a huge system. And anyway, grenade stones. I think those are, you know, when you have the idea of a grenade stone in your mind, and you know what it is, and you know, deployed it, you know, for its purpose of. And for those of you who do not know, oh my gosh, this keeps going. The grenade stone is when you're in a foxhole and you dig out a hole to kick a grenade into, just in case somebody throws one in your foxhole, and it falls down safely and explodes safely in there, and you don't have to like do anything. You know, you don't have to move. It's a good grenade stone. So that's like the only way that people are going to get you out of your hole, you know. And tanks, you know, can run right over you. So anyway, and they wouldn't want to do that, but we got all kinds of stuff ready for that scenario too. All right, so we've got we are dead in there. We're still following the left wall though. We're going to map out this whole sucker. I didn't know it was going to be a thing, but that's probably what we'll change this to. Is the underground tour. I don't know. The Underdark. I like the Underdark because that's R.L. Salvatore or R.A. R.A. Salvatore or something. And Dritz Stewart, the first good dark elf in existence. Really. That I know. And he may just be the one, you know, that was the most famous. But, you know, that's the funny thing about writing. You can do it. Retroactive. Backstory. You know, you make it up later, just like Wolverine's history. And Magneto's. Wow, this place is huge. This is awesome. What a... couldn't have picked a cooler place, really. Oh my gosh, it's getting tiny. Without sculpting it myself, but it may open up back there. But we're going to keep going. And I got to touch all this beautiful lighting. Well, yeah, probably some of it, really. For the sodium they had. But, oh, I'm not even running. What am I doing? Just piddly farting around here. Wow. So, you know, but it looks like, I mean, I didn't think that I would have to run. Oh, whoa. This is huge. This has got to cover like a huge portion of the fucking planet. And the planet's not small either, if I remember correctly. But I'm looking at 10 minutes now, so I'm gonna cut it off. at 13 because 13's, you know, also number, and it kind of promotes my album that I'm working on with William Trigg, by the way. Was working on it with Gary, and he's always welcome back if he wants to be, but we and I just had a disagreement resolved, and it's not resolved yet. I don't know if it will be. So, this is cool. Looks like we reached another turnaround point. We'll call them dead ends. Especially when you're in a cave. I don't think dead anything. Especially when you're running just haphazardly through poisonous things like that. They can kill you. You know, while you're trying to get a tour. An explorative tour. But anyway, it's about to be cut off at 13 minutes. And we will see. I will film or whatever, record it again when I get, you know, when I get closer to the end or something, or maybe in segments, something like that. Now, I have no way of really knowing how off course I am, except for the coordinates. I would be at 90, 180 is where the North Pole is where I started. So I'm not too far. I'm still on the North Pole area, but I'm in a degree quite far from where I started. Quite far. It's like a lot of degrees off. About halfway, or more than halfway. Anyway, alright, so we're coming up on 13 minutes. I'm going to cancel this out, and I'll get back to you once I get back to you. Whatever. Once I get a little bit closer to the end here. Sayonara. Hasta luego. Chimichanga burrito. Taco bueno.